party astronauts. These are guys who grinded a lot of online events, and they're trying to just prove themselves and get a chance, you know, to really take it to that next level. But this one right here for elimination, you're looking at in terms of like organization and you know, gravitas. Evil Geniuses, I feel like for your own damn lives, you've got to win this. Yeah. You've got to. But you're already on the back foot. Party Astronauts have won a best of one over top of EG on this very same decider map at this event, and it was a blowout. It was what they started with. Yes, EG, like Liquid, have come back from that loss. But if I'm Evil Geniuses, I'm not feeling comfortable, and I'm putting my entire life on the line in this series here and now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a big deal to lose this match for both squads. And just going to feel probably scarier for EG, you know, coming from the bigger organization, whereas Party Astronauts can always kind of rest easy knowing that, yeah, maybe they felt like they could win, but even if they lost, it's like, oh, well, we just lost to, you know, we lost to some legends. You know what I mean? So that's the scary part for EG.
You know, maybe we play for pink slips in this one, okay? Evil Geniuses lose, they go Astronauts take the contracts.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be intense, man.
Right? Let's, you know, raise the stakes.
I mean, everybody loves watching Fast and Furious.
What's your favorite Fast and the Furious?
I don't know. I'd probably say Tokyo Drift.
That's a fair answer.
I really love the music.
I'm going to go for the second. Too Fast, Too Furious. But this round is neither fast nor furious. Not yet. 45 seconds. We've got autimatic coming in from the back of Connector, and it's Party Astronauts to just start working into the B site. PwnAlone, clean entry, and autimatic out from Connector with 2. That's big. Yes, sure, bombs planted. They decide to fight forward in the meantime because that autimatic flank is just breathing down their neck. A trio of kills for Timothy Ta to kick off EG's pistol.
If everyone on EG deathmatched enough, I think they'll win.
That's a fair point.
I really think it comes down to that.
Skill ceiling, individually, across both teams, EG, you've got to give that edge.
And then the composure in stress matches like this, where Party Astronaut, some of the players, I mean, just less experience in this position. Even if they would beat EG in any other situation, or they know they can, this is different. This is different. This is on LAN. This is to defend from getting eliminated from the major. You know, there's stickers on the line.
Stickers.
When you talk about the major, I mean, a lot of it comes down to stickers, right? I mean, being immortalized in the game, whether it's your team or your signature, just one way to be kind of remembered forever. It's just a huge thing. Like, goals like top 8 might be too far, but stickers, not so much.
Just pressed close. The flashbangs that come over top from Party Astronauts, not a problem for him. Short control, very much in the back pocket of Stewie 2K, the first casualty of the first round of this map. Poor guy got wrecked in heaven. But other than Stewie, this is very much just EG playing their bomb site. So Stu kind of just, you know, the only surveyor of the situation.
Yeah, a little loose piece that can go upstairs. It's a great spot because he has the MP9. If they open the door, he's in a strong position. I mean, even if rifles swing on you with an MP9, you'll tear through them. But actually fall back now into B. There's a majority stack here from the CT side on the A site. Party are floating a little bit, but I got to assume they're going to start working their way back over towards B. And it's kind of like a crummy double fake here where they just show some presence on both sites, and it actually makes sense because EG have played all the way back, but Stewie's going to take first contact out of the stairs. Let's see if they expect him.
Yeah, he did a good job of just staying tucked. They did not see that coming whatsoever, and that's the bomb carrier as well. So your monster push can go as well as it needs to. So be it. Unless John G goes ahead and kills them all. 3 frags as Stewie falls inside short. Now they're worried about somebody else watching bomb. That's not the case. The only thing left are those 2 original A players.
10 seconds. If he hit the bomb, it's
gone automatic. Can't stop it on his own. Scout shots just miss. 4 seconds. And that bomb's down. CeRq looking for it. He's kind of lost these players. He knows one's still pinned in this bomb site. But that's not the case. He's gone. CeRq, he thinks he's back there. CeRq is just chasing ghosts at this point. He's got that contact confirmed. Both of these T's incredibly low. 2 scout shots between CeRq and this clutch, but that's shut down. Despite Stewie getting the 5v3 and the follow-up.
I mean, that was horrible. What the hell? Like, the 5v3, short control, no time. Astronauts didn't throw any utility to clear anything out. They just walked in and Johnny got this 2K untraded. Brehze, how do you fail that? I don't want to go too hard on people, but some of these trades are just, you have to get them. I mean, they're not even favored situations. Party are just hoping that things go their way in that spot. And even after the Brehze trade, they kill the guy who's waiting on path for the last rotation into the site. CeRq could have also stopped the bomb planter coming into the site. There's just so many ways that EG could have won.
And yet none of them unfold their way.
I mean, whatever, you know, it's like the beginning of the game. It's like the beginning of the series.
Sure.
That might be one bad round. But yeah, that's just not the way you want to start, man.
Fizz going to be the front run. 3 more players behind him. Brehze has to give up his barrel spot. We've got 2 counter-terrorists down in the water. Another just here on ramp. That's Stewie to fall first. Smokes all over the place, but these rifles should just chew through what was left of this setup. All dead within this B site for Evil Geniuses. Only automatic left, and he'll find no flank until bomb is planted. Clean kill versus Jonji, but the flank is now found, and that's Party Astronauts taking the 2-1 lead.
No gun will be recovered here for Timmy's actually rerouting around. Maybe he'll find a way to actually get to this, I wonder.
I think we have to...
Door's not open here.
We've got to kind of mention as well, you know, Party Astronauts yesterday had a very real chance at straight up qualifying for the major before Evil Geniuses if they were able to take down Imperial. And they took a map off them.
Yeah.
They came close, and they weren't able to close. And you know in the back of your head, like, that is your chance. That was your first chance, and a close one.
I feel like there's definitely been a thing with, I mean, a lot of teams, I don't want to say just North Americans, but, like, when you have another chance. Look, I've heard this from people before they start important matches. Oh, if we lose this, we still have this chance. It's such a terrible attitude.
Sure.
Because the next one's not going to be easier. And in this circumstance, you got to play 2 best of 3s. You know what I mean? But just the idea that there's a chance that you have to play again just means that what? I mean, you're going to make mistakes in this game, or you're not going to try as hard. It's just not really smart. And I've definitely heard people talk like this, and it's just a really terrible attitude. It's something you don't see when you're playing, but if you're just sitting and, you know, listening to a team talk like that, you're like, why would you say that, you know?
Sure. Yeah, you know, it's the first thing you say when you lose. Like, guys, it's okay. We still have another chance.
Yeah, it's all good.
Right? And if for that excuse, or for that
you know what? It's
defense
like
to come up so quick.
a time and place thing. Because if you say it after the game, fine.
Sure.
Say it before the game, no, man.
There was only the here and now. No time like the present. Party Astronauts, remember, this is their map pick on Overpass, and these have been very slow T rounds. Very slow out the gate. The kind of T side where you can make no mistakes, or you're going to minimize everything, all of them.
Let's see if they sniff out the stack. I mean, they're walking into B, so this is a nice play from djay. Yeah, he's got an AK, so a bit more risky, but there's so much space for you as just a solo rifler coming out of Monster, especially when you clear that close right position. So now he's going to tell his teammates, all right, yeah, it actually makes sense for us to come over here. Even if they're stacked up back pit, he's cleared such a significant number of angles that it's pretty safe for the T's to come in. Not have to worry about things, and he can start to clear headshot. And now, sights wide open. Well done here from Party Astronauts. Kind of just safe enough.
Boiled it down all the way. It's not one of those rounds that keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's not one of those rounds that gets you too excited, but it's perfectly played from Party Astronauts. Minimized all potential chances at a mistake. djay, nice and calm, blocks out Monster. Autimatic going to remind us that he has been the top fragger for multiple maps now for Evil Geniuses throughout this RMR, and he's 7-1 at the current moment. More kills on Autimatic than the rest of his team combined.
Yeah, true. He has been fragging some of these maps.
Was his 3K in the pistol, for instance, that gave them this one?
Good point.
CeRq dies after bomb, so let's see it, Evil Geniuses. Time to buy, turn this around, and get back to your winning ways as you were after pistol. But Party Astronauts with Ben Lee chucking that op over to PwnAlone.
Oh, they don't have an op, so That's another opportunity for astronauts for sure, because yeah, scaling's just 10 times easier when you know the CTs don't have one. But they won't know that for sure. They're going to try to suss it out. But the way that they play in these slow defaults, I feel like they're in a good position to find that out.
I like the immediate tack pause too for astronauts. Just make sure you're all on the same page again, right? Take this first gun round, 4-1, broken economy, 5-1, 6 rounds into the T side, you're good.
I think this is definitely a round where EG are going to try something aggressive, whether it's a fountain push or stairs presence or Stewie off short. But I think their setups are going to be set up for fast rotations in a spot where they got to compensate for not having the op, and Overpass offers you a multitude of ways to try. If they go vanilla, they'll just get pushed back really fast.
Good grenade. Excellent grenade. 50 damage on PwnAlone from CeRq. Just chucked that deep and fell back immediately. Like you said, right? No op. So he's not looking to fire off.
Oh, they're actually not taking anything. No shore control, no push at all. Oh my god, both nades miss.
Thanks.
That's a gift. All right. Yeah, despite that, whatever that was. T's are taking control of A, slowly pushing up. It's kind of, I think, the best thing for them to do, especially when they find out, there's no CeRq up here to stop them. Copy smoke comes down in front of divider here for autimatic to play in front of. And this just frees up space behind him so extra CTs can come to the site. So they're overstacking A just a little bit here.
Jonja getting tucked into long. We still get a little movement here from Ben Leet. Bomb pick back up. Every player now from Party Astronauts coming towards this A site. It's all about unraveling it quick.
They're a little slow now. Again. Yeah, we're 35. We haven't cleared up front bathrooms. They're starting to peek. Okay.
autimatic walks in, takes down 2. Connector peek is there as well, and that trade from Viz could be crucial. It's at least a lifeline here in the 5th round. CeRq ahead of that Molotov, trying to peek around box. We've got Rush tucked in close on truck. Ben Leet looking to clear corners, trying to draw that A1S outwards. Will kill Rush, won't stop CeRq. CeRq, 9 bullets left. He's got support in from Bank. It's got to be Jonji, and it's stopped by CeRq. No op needed. Just plays behind those boxes and draws them in. But Party Astronauts, very slow.
Yeah, they were too slow.
Very uneventful.
They could have... Okay, they're at the point where you can throw nades, but they don't have front bathrooms cleared. So autimatic swing just looks like, oh, he just swung wildly on it. He swung wildly because it just crossed 35 seconds, and they hadn't even gone past him yet at all. No one's taken even inside of bathrooms to clear out the front of the barrels. They were just going to throw all their nades. So autimatic knew if they were going to execute A, they have to throw nades now. They absolutely have to throw those nades now. They don't have time for more default grenades. So either he catches them lining up their grenades, or they're not there, and he can start flanking B.
Excellent nade again from CeRq. Another 50 damage dunk.
That was some foggy falling from astronauts.
Yeah,
Lots
right?
of space, no CTs in sight, no op presence whatsoever, no 5v4 early, and still no scaling.
Just felt like the tempo was kind of
a
little lacking.
Yeah, they missed the tempo.
It's like every little move, every little piece had to be kind of like reiterated to everyone before it happened, as opposed to just being a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, it's a scary game. This is where some of the callings, it's going to be quite stressful. You don't want to make the wrong one on behalf of your team.
This is one of the biggest chances for Party Astronauts to make something for themselves that they will have all year long. And even then, a victory doesn't lock you into the major. Your job's not nearly done. It's just about knocking down some of North America's all-time best. Some of North America's only major winners. Again, we get that same point of the round, 35 seconds. They're trying to face with the op, hoping that maybe, autimatic were to do something. If he were to walk out like he did last round right now, PwnAlone nails the shot, boom, that serves as your trigger to get into the site. But instead, autimatic very comfortable to sit back on long. Jonji, good jump, good opening. CeRq still here again, working with rifles, and Rush, same corner. Very similar situation to the previous round. Good 2K spray down from Rush. Last time he was empty-handed. djay comes to clear it, and that will fall the way of Party Astronauts. No bomb plant possible. djay, just a second too late. Excellent commitment from Stewie, and just in those final few seconds, Brehze nearly getting attacked, but the time will hold Astronauts back as EG move forward, tying at 3.
Man, too slow again, and the one opportunity they had was where they jumped up long. djay by himself got the kill on autimatic, who's rifling back on the site. That's almost fortunate in and of itself, just a dry duel with a rifle from that distance, but djay has been taking a ton of opening duels this event. I think it was like something like 40%,
yeah, almost half,
which is actually ridiculous. With like a 30% success rate or something like that, but creating a ton of space for the squad.
3 consecutive rounds.
But yeah, really, really slow again that round overall for the team.
autimatic, gonna find that long duel. djay was, able to walk up close a couple times, not this round.
Also a silly mistake, but they flashed the site. They flashed, full flash Rush. Then they half cleared it. Tech9 came out, and then Rush killed djay in the back just because his teammate half cleared it and didn't kill Rush while he was totally blind.
Bodies lined up. Rush will be happy with that one.
Sign boost coming in.
Full rotate towards B.
Yeah, I'd like to see this pace, honestly. They've seen a number of times now EG are not really doing anything, like in terms of aggression whatsoever. They're just starving them for attention, and eventually Astronauts have been making their own mistakes, so the game plan makes sense from that perspective. And Astronauts have a pretty good pace now. Outside B, they have Monster, no one right side Monster. Just nades on the back of the site. Only thing against them, lack of guns, and the early kill.
Incendiary that'll cut off short for the time being. So rotators get into position with a boost back on Graffiti. That's CeRq on top. They see it, and even then can do nothing about it. Bomb plant for djay is about all they should be able to find. There's a rifle in the back, and then swarmed. Evil geniuses, 5 alive. Astronauts 5 dead.
Yeah. Okay. So they picked that up. I wonder if it is that the fact that they feel like Party Astronauts will beat themselves later on. So why fight them early? Maybe they're a little bit worried about that. Middle of the game, the protocols, maybe they respect them a little bit, say, okay, they're pretty good, let's not fight them there.
4 rounds now, come down to like the final 30 seconds.
Yeah.
This is Astronauts definitely trying to use the clock as a resource.
It's the final frontier of Counter-Strike. The clock.
Valid point, though, that EG really not playing anything in terms of aggression. Like
super vanilla.
Other than CeRq. I mean, CeRq, again, 4 rounds now in a row. That deep grenade down into the playground entrance. 50 damage every single time. But that's like the most aggressive thing we've seen on A, is just CeRq throwing a nade at the very, very start and then falling back immediately. Or, alternatively, that 1-round Stewie 2K with the MP9 in short water.
Yes.
That is the most advanced firefight we've seen from the CT side.
Yeah, yeah. And the philosophy's kind of paid off for these past couple of rounds. So now they've earned themselves, total half buy, just a slight investment. It's the kind of round, you might try to do a B exec with the nades that you have just early in the round since you can't default. Also take stairs, maybe they'll lurk to it. Let's see. But I think what's nice for them is that they've basically seen EG not really push. So, okay, here's a different look from EG. And they're coming through the smoke. Oh my god, okay. Well, djay pushes them back. This is his only job. Now they can't fast flank, and the rotations are a little slower, so there's a time to go through this, but you can see that EG are worried about it.
Brehze will tuck into the sidewall, plays counter flash, dodges it, and Stewie, even though he eats the flash, goes ahead, mows down 2. Brehze then hit by the follow-up. That short peek in through from djay is one thing, but again, shut down immediately. That third player on the B site definitely helping in the form of Rush. Ben Leet has to move backwards. Doesn't even have the bomb at the minute mark. Just the P250. What's he looking for? A kill on A? There's a smile on his
smiling.
face. He looked at his teammate and a little laugh, so still, there's the energy's not negative for the Party Astronauts, but as he gets to that A site, he'll get shredded back. 5-3, EG. I feel like EG aren't doing anything.
They just stepped it up a little bit.
They're just winning rounds.
That's actually even the first time they played Left Side Monster. So they played Left Side Monster, and they played pushed up to balloons, or not balloons. Well, yeah, on top of balloons, spotting over the smoke. And yeah, jjay did what he's supposed to do, just get up there and make it feel like there's more than one guy, but they did only hear his Tech 9 and him running, and then he left. That just bought him a few extra seconds to get prepared. And now we're going to go back to defaults here for Party Astronauts.
Again, CeRq just half wall in the bathrooms. He's got automatic down in connector, so there's a feeler here for EG. Door blown open.
Yeah, they have all sides of connector, so they're both supporting automatic for his rotations out. CeRq will have to fall back. You can't hold outside bathrooms that long, but as long as they have door control, automatic can get out there. Now, they either can try to kill automatic or let him leave, and if they let him leave, then the B site, whether like it or not, is overstacked for a couple of extra seconds, so that's something the astronauts could potentially use against him, but I'm not even sure if they know he's here yet.
On top of that, they'd have to find that little tiny timing. So automatic not going to be able to escape without a gunfight. And as he gets dinked, he gets pinched from both sides. Moving beyond what was once Stewie's short water, Rush sees an opening here. He's going to tuck outside of connector.
Wow, this is a weird timing. He might be able to pull this off, and PwnAlone doesn't clear him.
Perfect.
Can't get downstairs, but doesn't seem to need to.
One comes back up from Con. Pwn walks right into the crosshair, and Rush is going to offer us a multi-kill. A re-aggression. Right? How many times have we seen EG just fall back onto sites, and this time Rush decides to throw a wrench in the works, like automatic in bathrooms that one round. Just kind of feels that moment, feels his timing, walks in and shines. Rush, 4 kills at the end of that in the gun round. V Party Astronauts.
Yeah, that was a nice little bit of initiative, something that threw in a little bit of flavor after seeing a bunch of kind of vanilla plays out of EG, and it's just catching them at the right time. So yeah, maybe the idea from the beginning was, let's do a couple feel-out rounds. Let's just play super slow, play to trade, hopefully outduel them there. If they start to show us some exploitable weaknesses, let's start pushing a little bit, be more dynamic in the setups. So now I think they're starting to crank that temperature.
Assess and adapt. Gotten past the assessment. Last round, good adaptation.
Oh, that's a great nade. Oh my god,
that is thick. 3/5 of Party Astronauts gets wrecked by the frag. They're going to try and push into the bathrooms. Smoke will fade soon enough. jjay is the only player who's that much further, and it gets read by CeRq. Clears him with ease. The follow-up Tech 9 also denied. Automatic. This one, just easy.
Yeah.
I don't get one Tech 9, but Rush was inside of CeRq.
Yeah.
Like Russian dolls, you know?
Yeah. Mariachka?
Yeah.
What was it called?
I don't know.
Damn
dude.
it. Shoot, I forgot. We got some.
We did.
We did get some with our faces on them.
No ego in esports.
Damn it. It was a tough word. I can't remember.
That's why.
Twitter will help.
PwnAlone, ooh, gets by. Where's that nade? It's thrown out. Stewie. He's going to hear jjay 100%, and djay's right on the left side. This is classic Stewie. Classic.
It seems like they're ready, right?
Oh! He doesn't know.
They're ready for it.
He walks out.
I think they must have heard something, right?
jjay sticks the barrel to him. There's still a... Oh, no. Oh, they tried to use the...
That's
poor
crazy.
Viz. Oh, wait.
No.
No, it's looking up.
Oh, okay.
Damn you, Molotov.
Those running Molotovs, you never know sometimes.
Right? Matter of millimeters. Oh, an automatic pushes deep. Ben Lee shredded. And then a smoke for that one. So the fact that automatic held his smoke that whole time on the first molly
He's
as well.
about to see the bomb if he goes up the
look
hole.
at that,
My
little
goodness
bonus.
gracious, a little gift.
Ah, why thank you.
And now they're trying to surround him. He knows they're going to come get the bomb, so this is where the gears can start turning.
Yep. It's nice to see this from Evil Geniuses because at first
this'll
I'm
work.
thinking like, oh, astronauts are outplaying themselves. But now that we're starting to get this much more fluid attempt from EG to win these rounds, you know, making decisions, making plays, individuals starting to shine, it's like, okay, there is more to EG.
Yes, for
You
sure.
know, it's like
at first it was definitely
right?
a little bit weird.
I'm
Like,
watching Party Astronauts beat themselves. That doesn't give me faith in Evil Geniuses. But now I'm watching Evil Geniuses just step up and wreck. I mean, 16-5 is automatic.
That was
Rush's
sick.
moment as well within Connector. Like,
it's just that second round was
Yep.
so bad.
it put a lot of doubt in my mind.
Yeah. So, but it feels so long ago at this point.
And in hindsight,
And it was it was weird because I was like particularly upset because like when we saw them play against Liquid, they looked decent, like solid. You know, Liquid just looked better.
Yep.
So can't have them coming down from that.
And we came into this one, and you know, I'm kind of like I just was not inspired by the start of the CT Spide at all.
Yeah.
And I get it now. You know, it's risk assessment. You don't play your hand too early.
autimatic has been making some moves.
Hey there. It is wild to see autimatic. I mean, when I say wild, I'm also happy to see it.
He's a brain gamer, man.
His individual, you know, performances across the 2 maps versus Liquid, and then now as well here versus Party Astronauts. Like, welcome back, autimatic.
It's just so easy for autimatic.
Damn these people and their natural talent.
He works, man.
That's fair.
Yeah, he works. He really works. I honestly believe you ask him, he wouldn't even say he had much natural talent.
No?
The way he feels about it. I mean, I disagree. I think he obviously has talent.
I
Like
feel
all
like
these guys have talent,
Yeah.
right? But I think he means comparative to like some of the prodigies of the game. You know, he doesn't see it that way. He sees it as, you know, workflow, figuring out everything to fix and get better at. Okay.
Here's a pop.
Yeah, monster coming through.
Stewie gets blinded. That's going to put a bit of pressure on Brehze. It's his chance to shine this round. Rush in the heaven is tagged to 42, so he's going to kind of keep his head tucked a little bit longer. And now that one rifle that Party Astronauts are working with is dead. Brehze just racking up the pistol kills, but Ben almost able to double down on autimatic as he falls into the water and pushes djay to the clutch. He's got 1/3 his health and a Galil. 1 kill already on the round and 2 CTs to take, but autimatic, you cheeseball. He just jumps and tucks on the wood of the bomb site. And djay's going to read his chance at maybe catching a flank. Could have left. Could have. Instead, he goes for that heaven fight yet again. autimatic still not popping up, just playing patiently. And CeRq, he nails it, as he should. There's nowhere for djay to run, nowhere for djay to hide once that smoke fades, no more utility to play off of. So another one for Evil Geniuses, and this is just consecutive round wins. 8 in a row at now.
Yeah, they're not stopping. They're not stopping, and it's time for. I mean, everything that we've seen out of Party Astronauts looks very pragmatic. You know, the way they're setting up their defaults, the executes look good. The thing that looks objectively off is just some of their timings. They've missed the tempo in the late round, not executing when they need to, and then an obvious push comes in from EG that they can't stop because they haven't set up properly before that. But outside of that, I think some of the nades are in order. They did miss a double AG that one round. But definitely some of the ideas are there. And at least on the map control front, it's not like they're setting up outside monster and just execing every round. They are trying to work the entire map, which is really good for conditioning. They're just not winning while doing that, so the conditioning part falls.
For so many rounds, they were given all the control they wanted, and it was just never contested. And now as we get, you know, beyond that halfway point, little pokes from Evil Geniuses here and there, you know? You got to throw an eye poke in when you can.
No!
Yeah, poke him in the eyes.
That's how you know Johnny Bones is your favorite fighter.
John G. Bones Jones. Poke him in the eyes, bud. djay wrapping back around Monster, but again, there's just like this silence, this eerie silence whenever Party Astronauts are just anticipating some kind of a fight. And now CeRq, there it was. And I say was because he's instantly gone, falling back into the open arms of autimatic on long. But with both CTs on long, this could be a good chance for Ben Leet to just run outwards. John G going to keep up those entry frag stats as he does get the kill towards B. It's Rush to rotate upwards, keeping Viz pinned in. He's doomed. He's done. PwnAlone answers. Op shot connects. It's the second player. autimatic, never spotted, never seen until he strikes. And djay strikes right back. A 1 versus 1. A chance for Party Astronauts to finally get another round win back on this board, but he doesn't know. It's a flank around the bathrooms.
Oh, he's missing a timeout on Divider, and will he just go and check this? That would give him, you know, confirmation bias. Bree's going to walk by, and I don't think he assumes djay has backed up. Let's see if he clears it. No clue about this. So he's going to check long. But the thing is about this, he might check long and then check the outside of front bathrooms. Is that where the rotation could come in? However, he's looking back dice. djay spots this.
Now that internal timing clicks. Brehze.
Oh, there it is.
Confirms that he's there. He's got the op swap over. He's going to tap it once more. Gets a chance with that. But as he's tagged down, this one's done. djay going to clutch out 1 versus 1, beating EG. And giving themselves at least this 4th.
Yeah, well done there in the 1v2. And autimatic going out first is huge because, you know, with the form autimatic's on right now, it looked like he was just going to one-shot him.
Yep.
Sharp stuff from djay. Keeping EG on their toes, and it's good to see that they stick that game plan, you know, playing a strong default and actually see it through to a round win in a timely fashion with some good trades.
I'd say also like an element of explosiveness too, right? Sometimes it's this map control that then just kind of fizzles out or just plays too slowly, but once the fight started happening, we got that immediate charge towards the A site, and that's just what gave them that little bit of extra time. You know, it still boiled down to really close trade frags and the 1v1 clutch.
Sometimes if you drink your coffee right before a match goes live, it only kicks in on round 10.
That's true. I believe it takes about 30 minutes to digest a coffee's caffeine. Keep that in mind. The 2-man long setup to nobody long other than the bank spot from Rush. In contrast, we get this tuck outside bathrooms. autimatic playing it safe. Counter flash with CeRq's op prying over top of him. Now autimatic feels that mid-round moment. Thinks he can get away with something because it's been so silent towards the mountains. Oh, but he looks the wrong way. Just as those T's come down. And just like last round, that kill serves as an activation, the trigger to the push. 4 players about to come bombard CeRq on this site. Let's see if his opping can stop them. Or rather, Rush's rotation has something to offer as well. 25 seconds. Again, it comes down to these final moments.
They're in a good spot, though. I mean, they got front bathrooms, so yeah, now they jump onto the site. They try to spread. They dodge the op shot. Rush is here in the corner, so they don't expect that. Are they overextending? We'll find out. There's still 4 up on both sides, and they have stairs control on the back.
2 players peeking towards Ben Leet. No, just 1. The dumpster smoke keeps Stewie back. Ben tries to run away at that moment, and of course Stewie comes through. PwnAlone's going to move forward. 2 versus 4 attempt from Evil Geniuses, and CeRq's already low, but Brehze could do this on his own, damn it. 4 health left. Almost gets a chance to take djay's head clean off. So a smoke onto the bomb, a smoke onto the box.
Hat for dice.
And CeRq has to give it up.
Yeah, NT. That was a couple of good trades that came through, but honestly, yeah, Astronaut's great. I mean, right there, the difference. 29, 28 seconds, but they're already front bathrooms. They can decide when to jump on site at that point, right? They get the bank smoke or Molotov down for jump up, and they can just swarm. And they got 2 people in pushed up positions because they literally just had excess players. They could afford to take aggressive trades early on. I talk about this sometimes. When you just have too many players alive in a post plant, you want to play creative, aggressive trading positions with your first couple of guys. Those guys don't need to go, everyone doesn't need to go back to bathrooms because the CTs have 1 smoke and then suddenly you can't even shoot them while they're defusing the bomb if there's enough cover. So really important to keep those numbers as low as possible in the post plant if you can afford to.
There's only so many spots to hide, you know?
Exactly.
What's that smoke?
That one's patented, actually. I can't even explain it, otherwise it gets sued.
Yeah, sorry, trademarked. Brehze loses a quarter of his health to the grenade. Luckily for him, no spam comes through smoke. That's the kind of smoke that Stewie 2K's inside of. Jonji doesn't move a muscle. Waits things out. Again, we hit this 45-second mark. I feel like every single round has been boiled down to the 30 seconds. And this is the final 1.5, so Astronauts 2 rounds in a row and looking for the 3rd consecutive to end the T side. They've still got enough util for the exec. Here it comes. Barrels will be burned out. Jonji just trying to face, and then we
fake.
get that last second rotate. But look at EG already scrambling upwards.
Yeah, they still have one on long. They're coming.
Yeah,
oh,
well ahead of this.
Yeah.
Tough spot for Astronauts to end the half, but they could still just blunt force trauma their way straight through. Bomb dropped, 10 seconds. No chance to save. You got to fight tooth and nail. And CeRq with the collateral just sends the Astronauts into the second half. Jonji's flank will mean nothing as this 10-5 CT scoreline looks good for EG.
Okay. Everyone's wondering why run back. Listen, a call like that is going to work when the other team is terrified of you. But with no kills, no bomb site, no actual commitment to the fake, no bomb spotted on that exec at all, and EG we've seen have never set up in aggressive retake positions or push for map control at all. They're going to be pretty happy to win vanilla. Most of the rounds they've been playing on site and done just fine. So I think there might have been a bit of cognitive dissonance for Party Astronauts thinking about how the rest of the half had went. Because from EG's perspective, they played very calm CS and not overreacted to anything. So for that to suddenly work seemed a little bit weird. But also, you could say from Astronauts' perspective, they hadn't tried a real fake for the entire half. So there was maybe a chance EG would make a mistake. But no, they stuck to the game plan, didn't do anything different, and it looked really easy from their perspective. They also used a significant amount of grenades there, so I can't help but feel like that was a snap call as opposed to a setup for a long, a premeditated double fake.
Two peeking down long after the initial fountain contact. See ya, CeRq. So now the Astronauts just have a chance to completely lock out CT side. Okay, you've done enough on your T half. Definitely could have done more. Had a chance here and there. Oh, wow. Okay. That's clean.
Very.
Give him that.
Squeaky.
John's going to tuck into the bathrooms with Viz. We got a Molotov and 2 flashes for Rush. Smoke still on Stewie 2K. They use one of Stu's flashes to get into this bathroom. And will automatic.
It's like that. It's like that right now.
Tap, tap. 2 kills, and we are right back to the 3 versus 3. That takes automatic to 21-7.
He's farming. On the debut game, remember we watched his Overpass.
Who is this guy?
He loves the map. He loves the map.
Now it's EG at the 25-second mark. Smoke over. djay. Fearful of that automatic Glock. Flashed is Ben Leet. So now they've got 2 positions confirmed from the CTs, and Automatic's going to be trying to fight that truck position. 10 seconds, and Stewie 2K's bomb needs to be planted. Automatic's going hard. 4 almost, but Rush gets one. Oh, you're right.
They stopped it.
The flank. Oh,
he dropped it.
Flank. That's big. PwnAlone.
Yeah, that could have been a truck plant in that situation. The CTs on site did a good job of delaying, and EG were the ones a little bit slow. That's some nice continuation flashes to scale, but whoever was there on truck just lived for way too long.
Yep.
So that was nice. Good flank from PwnAlone as well, who also meandered his way onto short in front of the door as the A site started got taken over, and Automatic got his first 2 kills. PwnAlone said, "Okay, I'll take a risk and go short." That helped him out with the timing.
Question just comes down to, like, is this going to be like the first half where EG lose to the force buy? You know, is this that little moment at the start of the half where Astronauts just like, whoop, rob a bomb plant, take the pistol?
They didn't even win the pistol this time.
But just like an asterisk round, you know, not a round that EG necessarily lost, or how do I put this?
I like that.
It's not the end all, you know. At the moment, it felt like there could be dire consequences, and then once the half really got started, it was just EG all the way through.
Yeah.
We'll see. But like you said, the truck player surviving. Props to Ben Leet.
I'm huge on Viz too, actually. Not having a great game, so weird time to bring it up, but just in general, I think he's really super smart player.
Not being intimidated to fall away, but gets one. Gun's almost empty. Connected player comes running up in the form of djay, and then there's an additional pinch with Jonji. So mowed down by the MP9s. That's money in the back pocket of the Astronauts. And a little reason to celebrate here. CT side starts swimmingly.
EG have some good T-side executes on the map with, I think the flashes are the best part. They're very effective flashes, A-side and B-side. And actually, you know, Stewie on the team, Rush, all these guys, it's actually autimatic, I feel like, is going to take a high percentage of the opening kills on T-side, or at least be second in for those very, very sharp refrags. He seems to be incredibly comfortable about opening duels on Overpass. For April Fools, they should have just renamed this map to E-Train.
To E-Train?
DE-Train.
Oh, DE-Train. I thought you said E-Train like it was electric. That is the future.
That'd be sick, too.
For April Fools, they should have just made every Ancient game actually load Train. Everybody queuing Ancient.
Yes.
Jump into Train. I miss Train. Miss it dearly. Again, man, these slow crawls. Evil geniuses. Nothing beyond the bathrooms.
We've been watching too many Brazilian teams.
Right? That's how it feels.
More exciting.
But it's okay, because I understand what's on the line here. This is a huge game. No more chances. Just the first step to get that last spot in Antwerp. PwnAlone will be pressured. Uh-oh. Missed that shot. A little bit of inaccuracy on the repeak. But comes back at it. Kills Stewie. Another miss here as he's being swarmed all around the site. djay behind truck. Jumping around. Stops bomb twice. Twice now. Evil geniuses will lose a round because no bomb planted.
Oh my god, they couldn't do it. They were so slow.
Oh, djay just hits him with the swerve. And, oh, at the very end.
After time with no bomb plant. That's expensive.
Oh, you got to remember.
Go a bit earlier, man.
You got to remember the clock.
Maybe have the Optimus Molly up when you're trying to put the bomb down. Just exec a little earlier. It looks worse when it looked like their game plan was tailored to fighting against this kind of round. But then we switch over to their T side, and then they do the same thing. It's hard to give them credit.
Right?
Now.
We'll have to...
But it is still early in the half like it was for Party Astronauts then.
We'll have to watch with just a little bit of doubt now.
Yeah. This is what you were talking about.
I was ready to get on board that EG train. They had me convinced, like the magicians of Harry and Hugo.
Oh, did Harry and Hugo hit you with propaganda?
No, remember they had that magic trick they were showing us all?
Oh, yeah.
Their claim to... Honestly, they spent enough time together. I expect them to speak telepathically soon.
No one knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, I realized that halfway through. But I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not that that helps the situation.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Okay. That's true, actually. I just sounded sane. Please forget everything I've said in the last 30 seconds, and let's watch this 19th round.
The solo AK. The CIS buy.
Oh! That flash. djay.
What, did he get the... Oh, he didn't
trades
get the AK.
Fallback. No weapon.
Oh, they left with the AK.
Dude, that looked like Brehze. Yo, Brehze was so ready to just shut down that peak. He hears the footsteps coming, and then the djay flash just kind of makes things a little bit awkward.
Yeah. I guess Stewie was playing anti.
Yeah, comes through, kills him, at least. But like you said, right, they lose their AK-47. It's all they had. Yeah. Their one cherished gun.
No, Stewie didn't want to die there because he's also got the only smoke. But that AK probably can change the odds of their round from this point on. EG actually still have the opportunity to go back to B, and they haven't gone back to get the AK. So there's some weird world where they exec B and pick it up again.
Just run through it, nab it.
But there's
30 seconds again. Smoke on CeRq will be sent to heaven. You get Viz just crouched behind barrels, blinded entirely. They see him.
Great.
djay, though, he's got a little bit of cover, and he just can't finish Stewie. So the bomb plant's there for EG. They've got that part of the puzzle. Problem is still low health on the rifle. Stewie, he's going to get a kill. Now it falls to CeRq. He runs for the gun, and djay swoops him away just before he can find it. Still, decent round, all things considered. 4 kills, bomb plant, etc. But EG, they were on the brink of winning this with just the 1 AK buy.
Stewie got the 4 kills. All of them.
Ain't half bad.
I'm almost too obsessed with the AK then, at that point.
My precious.
All the work was being done with the Tech 9. I finally switched my loadout. I had CZ on both sides for so long, for no reason.
How do you feel now? You feel better?
I'm OP now.
You're OP, yeah. Were you actually buying the CZ or just playing P250?
I only bought Deagles.
Oh, okay.
I'm grief.
There's more than 2 pistols? Glock never counts.
Close position from CT. This is an interesting one for the op. He can obviously, it's only as good as this smoke. So he'll have to peel back off it, and there's a really sketchy rotation for the CT's back off long as well.
Ooh, nice lineup.
Ooh.
Perfectly timed from Ben. That's rush dropped from the 5v5. Man advantage for Astronauts, and they're on the brink of getting 10 rounds, tying us up. At the start of the double digits. autimatic kind of doing his own thing here towards B site. Just lost vision before the cross. We've got 3 players from the Astronauts within the bathrooms. So a very forward A setup.
There's a good amount of grenades here still for CT side. We still got John G with his incendiary, 2 in fact, and they can molly long. Plus they have 2 smokes left over. Flashbangs to pair with them. Crossing 40 seconds, it feels like EG are going to slowly. Look how reinforced the setup is in front of the bathrooms as well, with an op on top of it. This is going to be, you know, it's going to need a heroic 2K, I think, to win this one. Such an easy kill here. For PwnAlone, damage done, divider kill. He can even chill on this angle, it's still his. With the op going down, Brehze is dead.
Nice round from PwnAlone. Op dominance here in the 20th. autimatic trying to get him out from the bathrooms. There's still enough time to pull off this plan, but nah, PwnAlone.
Yeah, man, wow.
Woo! Solid opping inside bathrooms. Like you said, you know, he could just post on this angle. Held it.
Yeah.
Everybody peeked into it.
I think PwnAlone like didn't get the opportunity to play for some bigger teams because people talked about his age and stuff. It's just so stupid because he literally games hard as hell and like is, you know, older, calmer, and an insane opera too. Definitely really, really solid. And he's here to play. I mean, this is what he does. He ops in CF. Bet on PwnAlone.
That's definitely his round.
He's faster than your nephew. PwnAlone.
PwnAlone. For the record, 31 years of age. But like Pimp says, age is just a number.
Yeah.
PwnAlone proves it. Can he keep it consistent, though? We'll find out. As autimatic looks to creep into B. Close is clear. But the coast is not. autimatic gonna rush it. It's inside of that fire. He just sat it out. He waited. Ben Leet still committed. They're gonna find 1 player inside of the short water. Now they see them all. A frantic situation where 3 kills go the way of EG, but here comes PwnAlone. Op connects. DJ's flank could be crucial, and now the retake could get rolling. PwnAlone stayed on this the entire time. He knows the fallback had to have gone monster or played up close. And in fact, both those positions currently occupied. Rush with the Galil. CeRq on the AK. PwnAlone with a little bit of uncertainty there. Now the smoke goes out from DJ, and as that smoke lands, so does the shot from CeRq. Really confirming to PwnAlone that he does have to save. You saw him think about it first.
Yeah.
Decided to double back with DJ, but DJ had no more footing in there beyond that connector flank. So it is EG back to the lead, 11/10.
This game is so close. It's actually
So
getting really
tight.
good. This is actually getting really good. I think people are starting to loosen up, seeing some ideas come into play. Some more explosive situations near the end. But I just can't understand people who talk about like reflexes falling off, like in, you know, at any time, really. Like, I feel like they have zero context on any other sport.
Yeah.
You know, like boxing, racing, like there's just no example. Like, just I don't get where they.
Where it comes from?
Yeah, where it comes
It's
from.
because they're usually younger.
Yeah, right.
You
And
know?
I just think that happens. Yeah. I mean, I've seen like my favorite, some of my favorite StarCraft players play probably too long or something, and then just, they get outclassed over time. But I think that's other things.
Other things.
It's
yeah.
other things like
Environment.
yeah. Hands hurt.
Yeah, arthritis.
Sometimes it's just the amount of time you've played something. You're just already done it all. That's a big one.
Yeah,
If
for
you've done
motivation.
It all, yeah. But if you haven't and you're still gaming, I mean, that's it.
Look at Forrest.
Yeah.
He's sick.
Look at Shocks. Look at Kerrigan. Just won an event.
DJ flashback. I like this. PwnAlone. We saw what he could do inside of the bathrooms, and now I feel like he's being given a bit more space, right? Even when he rotated down to B last round, like he had something to give. He had something to offer. This position could be round winning if he shaves off the fights at the right time. But Evil Genius is very passive. Still 2 in playgrounds. They waited PwnAlone out long enough that he just didn't feel comfortable sticking in connector, and now he's run all the way back to the A site. Utility definitely also spooks him a little bit, but there's nothing there. It's just smoke. Smoke and mirrors. But despite PwnAlone's departure, we also then get this re-aggression. Party Astronauts throwing that overstacked B site into the short water. And that's a piece of the map that they can call theirs. Which, as we watch that bomb rotate towards B, could be huge.
Yeah, it'll play a factor. I mean, they're going to be coming in from stairs. There's 35 seconds. I was going to say they can try to crush Sword at this moment. Some of this might come down to just Stu. He's going to hear this. Get in. Oh, he doesn't win his engagement, and Viz starts out. 3 kills from the CT side on this hold.
djay dropping bomb in the middle of it all. Then the off of PwnAlone. This is nearly a team ace. Everybody barring djay getting a kill on that hold.
Smoked.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I mean, I feel like Ben Leet getting that insta headshot with the Deeg makes it all the easier.
That helps. You get terrified. You just lost short. You know they're short. You're taking Monster. You have to hit the site now. You've got to worry about people there, plus that timing where Ben could come up short and peek you. So if they weren't planning to smoke it, that's going to mess everything up. What a shot from Benny.
Whew.
This is a grinder. 11-11.
11.
Good rounds both ways. It feels like I'm leaning Party Astronauts at this point.
Are you?
Good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah?
I see some good stuff. CDs. I didn't like their
Yeah,
T-side
you're
that
leaning?
much. And it wasn't great, but like, I don't know, seen some good stuff so far.
This T-side from Evil Geniuses is no more, like, I'm right there with you.
More impressive,
There's no more, it's not any more inspirational than Party Astronauts T-side was.
I feel like definitely in NA overall, people are too stingy with their grenades. You know, like throughout the round, there's just so many dead moments where nothing is happening, no little bits of pressure. You're like spacing them out evenly throughout the time of the clock. It's kind of a big problem, and it feels like, and from both perspectives, they've both had a really good time in terms of reading what the T side is doing.
Yep. And making the most of the little CT moves. Ooh, but automatic. He catches Viz. Considering EG are only playing with 2 rifles, this could be a big moment. djay looks to re-aggress. djay's trying to activate. He's staring the wrong direction.
He's trying to kill 5 guys.
Lost in the flashbang. And at least for Party Astronauts, djay's able to get automatic on the deep monster setup. Now, this could be another round for PwnAlone, because he's at least just now confirmed that we do have that play out from connector. But he's sort of lost his fallback position already. So he's going to have to rely on an actual sight hold. And look how far removed from this play djay currently is. He's going to have to put on his running shoes or hope that PwnAlone can lock this down. 2 kills and still a chance for more. As PwnAlone almost nails that final frag. He's definitely under pressure. Nobody here to help him. CeRq, just a single shot will finish this off, and the shadow tells him PwnAlone's right there. djay has to come in with this clutch. From long, he will sprint and then silently sulk closer and closer. CeRq blindsided by djay. The wrap all the way from Monster, but a rock-solid hold from PwnAlone.
Damn, what a 3K that was. Beautiful shots from a classic position. Owns him on the A site once again. We've seen why EG might be a little bit scared of ending over there. T side wasn't that impressive from him. He was picking up the op, but there wasn't that much impact. CT side's a whole different story. And yeah, nice play from Jonji in the 1v1, thinking way ahead. Just believing that as long as his teammates hold that he's in a good position, just deals with them. This one, a little low on flashes though, huh? What happened to their flashes? I don't know if they ran out of utility or not, but they had some good flashes for the A side, and that's a position where, yeah, they've got to be focusing on that.
Don't lose now, bro. Don't lose now, brother. Props to PwnAlone. 3 shots, 3 kills. There was no room for him to miss a single one of those shots.
Yeah, it's true.
We talk about, you know, the pressure of the moment, the intensity of the situation, who can stand up to that, who crumbles under it. PwnAlone stood tall. And now we're looking at a Party Astronauts that's only leading by 1 round, but look at the kill distribution on that team. This is the PwnAlone and Jonji show.
True.
We'll see if Viz and Ben Lee can kind of get reactivated into this. Even if Ben's not getting kills, he's getting a ton of information here in round 24. 2 players pushing through Monster justifies what's going to be that rotate up B. It's evacuated.
That's a huge, that's enormous, man. I feel like when you get that Monster push off successfully, it's done.
It's
now there's a timing here on short. We haven't seen EG talk about 5 down short at the, you know, now we're crossing the moment where they might make that decision. Execute is coming forward onto A. Jonji's still alive in the bathrooms. Rifle into support behind him, and the flank is coming in relatively slowly. It gets pushed back a little bit, though.
Yeah, Jonji, now it's his chance to be that PwnAlone. Rush will be caught. PwnAlone with the no-scope. Jonji's not going to find anything, and the 2 site players are dead. Now this flank, the 2 players on flank, they've got to do everything. We just mentioned their lackluster score. But sometimes it's quality, not quantity. And this would be the gold standard of a clutch to keep themselves in the lead. They see that op barrel. That's an easy pickup for Ben, but there's another player over on this right side from Ben, and he may not expect it. autimatic looking to shave them off as they try to push through that smoke. Viz now confirmed to be here, and he gets 1 at least, but there's autimatic active on that swing. And we can give props to PwnAlone and Jonji, but higher than them both is still autimatic. On the brink of 30 kills as he clutches out on A.
Yeah, they've been going crazy. And those late mid-round situations, they won a couple of 2v2s now, so credit to EG. They are pulling it off when they get there. Man, this is a spot where I think maybe the CTs got a little bit too complacent on the A site and said, we've got this full flank in, we know it's A. They knew with confidence at that point in the round, like it's 90% A unless some late last-second situation where they run downstairs occurs, and they still lost 3 on the site. I think only got 2 kills between the 3 of them, and they just had to delay 3 or 4 more seconds.
You know, A for effort on the boost, but unfortunately just no guns. That is such a lifeline for Evil Geniuses. It's going to be their 13th. I think all too easy.
Somebody spotted them.
Yeah,
on the full flank.
So the 2 flankers actually split. One of them went down ladder, and the other kept with Fountain. And then it felt like when they went Fountain, they paused for a second.
Yeah.
Because I thought, like you, they got spotted.
Yeah.
But then they also still got the kill versus Rush, but we didn't get to see that fight.
Right. Okay. It might have just been even exchanging glances with Rush that just screwed their timings up and they got a little nervous.
It felt like you're watching a horror movie and you know the jump scare is about to happen.
Yeah.
They know they're about to find contact in bathroom.
But it's kind of like the burglar sees you in the backyard and you see each other, and then he's closer to the door and you're like, oh crap, we got to worry about B now.
What do we do?
Happens all the time.
And that's not just an easy 13th. But a very real potential to grab 14 off of that as well. That round 24 is a world of difference. This Mag 7 and MP9 between PwnAlone and Jonji could maybe catch EG off guard, but you've got 3 players here. This Mag 7 should be good for maximum 1. Oh! Okay, it's the second shot on top of it. Stewie's going to be dropped to 30 by the flying Mag 7.
He hit the boost.
What? Yeah. Man's playing Rocket League. We get another flank round. It's already being watched. You can see Rush momentarily just checking back. But that's the only other weapon, right? The MP9 of djay. djay. Oh, that's huge!
Okay.
And they're going to draw them into Viz. The 5-7's going to offer up nothing. AK spray connects from Brehze. That's 2 kills, opens up long. And djay just got caught as well by autimatic.
Oh, they're still coming for him.
For a second, it looked like there was more to this round than truly meets the eye. But Astronauts now fall back on requiring Ben Leet to go big.
I mean, they're taking it to A. He's going to hear this, so he can get into whatever spot he wants to. He knows he's going to beat them to the site. It would be nuts, but...
It'd be crazy. The angle's there. Oh, but the shots aren't. A little bit of damage. autimatic kills him. And EG, 13th, just versus pistols. 14th, got past the Mag 7. Astronauts will be back on their bye, but their margin of error near non-existent.
Yeah, man, 14-12. And... Astronauts did show already some good stuff on CT side. Definitely don't think, they're not out of this at all. It's EG just had a good enough first half that even if they have a decent second half, they're in a good position to win. So, yeah, money on their side. Maybe a little bit of confidence now, too. They won that 2v2. They have a clean anti-eco round. And Malik's actually handing over some ideas. I feel like we haven't seen him talk at all at this event.
Viz has got the in-ears out, so I feel like we got a tech here for a second. Better to get it sorted now before the round goes live. It's a big one. This could be the final turning point for Party Astronauts.
We need an endemic VoIP program, okay? Because TeamSpeak issues, no, I'm done with them.
You're done with them?
Done. Worst problem in esports.
Do you want? We could develop this together.
We could do this. Delete the VOD.
We could do it for the people.
Delete
yeah.
the VOD.
You guys heard nothing. Nobody steal this idea.
We already got endemic headphones. Ace Zone headphones.
Okay.
Developed by, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, our boy Biskov.
Close enough.
Yeah. So we don't have to use those ugly regular helicopter headphones.
The cans.
Yes.
The good old cans. The ones that, if you wore them for too long, just squeeze your head like a watermelon.
Yes.
The ones that are so noise canceling you can't even hear your own damn thoughts.
Yes.
Be gone. Looks like we'll have this issue sorted in just a second.
You can't promise that with TeamSpeak.
I'm going to, though. I'm very okay making fake promises. I'm going to say, good job, admins.
Okay.
Quick and easy. And we'll be back underway.
We were trying to 10-man the other day. We couldn't even join TeamSpeak.
Right. All sorts of issues.
Yeah.
We hop back in.
No more TeamSpeak.
Round 27. This is a big one for the Party Astronauts. Remember, their map pick, their shortcomings on the T side, more CT highlights than Evil Genius has ever had. You can only get so many PwnAlone multi-kills, so many djay flanks before things start going the wrong direction.
It sucks to lose when you double big flank monster because that's the hardest thing to do on CT side. You don't do it. You do it like twice a half max, if any, and they lost that round. The one thing is that the T's don't necessarily know that they flanked monster. That's one thing. Could have been a stairs push that led to a big flank.
Also sucks to lose after you spray the dead body with 2 clips.
True.
PwnAlone, we've seen some good work from this exact same angle, but last time he also had players around him to try and set it up.
He doesn't have anything here with him, so, I mean, this angle is so strong, but
all him.
Now they're starting to rotate in.
Will they get here in time? It's going to require a lot from him. 4 players on the other end of this barrel.
Oh my god, that was fast. What the hell?
And then he pushes forward instead. Just got spotted by Rush. Rush toying with him. That's going to be that nice simultaneous peek, so djay has to deliver, and he will fall empty-handed. djay can't get back through that smoke, and ultimately this site falls to the feet of EG, shooting for their 15th win. And CeRq, well, he's already got a deep angle over Dumpster. Didn't take the shot, didn't take down Astronauts. Bentley and Viz in another retake attempt. They have to deliver. They are running out of chances. They are running out of time. And they're just hoping that one of these T's overextends. CeRq getting ever closer, peeks out, knocks down the Dumpster player. Ben has slipped past. Now they've got him here in the open, and CeRq will double up in the 3 versus 2, giving EG 3 map points.
Man, that was kind of a weak setup on A. With the op was in a great spot, but behind that there wasn't much more. PwnAlone didn't have any support to fall back, so he kind of had to commit to that angle, and EG dealt with him perfectly. They literally both jiggled on opposite angles and swung at the same time. Even if he killed one, he still gets he still gets traded out, and then it's still up numbers for EG as they approach the site and try to trade down effectively. So would have liked to see more support for him there, and that could be him not asking for the support that he needs, or his teammates being a little bit slower than they had promised. We don't know what the case will be, but what we do know is that EG now have 15 on map 1 and an opening kill at that.
djay just storms the fountain and gets shut out of it. Stewie, Molotov well placed. djay is doomed. Although PwnAlone is here to help, so had Evil Geniuses been a little too overzealous, they could have gotten shut down, but it looks to me like they're going to play this one patiently. 5 versus 4. Now, Pimp did also bring up a very good statistic, or maybe it was Prof.
I like this call.
The 4v5 win rate of Party Astronauts is actually pretty high. 3 MP9s, though, that's not going to work in their favor. Get this grouping from Evil Geniuses outside of the B site.
Ooh, and they've got a fading smoke with no one in it.
Yeah.
And they know there's at least 2 on short here, so they're very concerned about this.
Oh,
Ben in the back of the site alone. He goes down. Smoke drops on him as well. And that could be it.
Looking likely. They've got these CTs sectioned off as well. The short smoke from Rush, great cover. And now they know it is only Viz. Evil Geniuses. An uninspiring start to the first half that showed us they had a little bit more life once they had assessed the situation. And this T side also figured out by the end of things that long flank round that netted them 3 in a row off of the back of it. That is Evil Geniuses' route to the finish line here on Overpass. They will take the map advantage in this.